Hi guys, welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to get the seat cover on and maybe even get it on the bike. So let's go. Okay guys, got the seat pans all painted and dry, and I've started putting the edging on, and just one spot that I need to kind of work on is right here in front where we've got kind of a indentation here, right here. So what I'm going to do is put some adhesive in there and then tie a string around this thing to hold it back in place here until it's dry. And then I can go around and I can kind of just do a little bit of the edging as it comes around the seat pan. But for right now, I'm just going to work on this front piece, and I'm using the let's see, there's a number on this stuff somewhere. Oh, it's 3M 08088, and it's general trim adhesive. And I'm just going to get some and put it up here in the front. And we'll turn it over and put a little on the back. And by the time we get it on there, then you really need to put some on the piece the edging too, but I don't know how you'd get it in there. So at this point, I'm just going to kind of stick it on there and then pull it back off and hope that some of it gets transferred. Well, maybe I can get it up in there. It's going to be a mess, that's for sure. Let's see if I can get my string idea here to work. Okay, it's kind of a struggle, but I believe I got it. Okay, so there's what I ended up with, and it's got it pulled into there pretty good, I think. And we'll just let that set until it is glued down. Okay, we've got our edging on, and everything's painted and good on this. So we're going to go ahead and install the pad and then kind of beef up the pad a little bit. This one actually, it looks a little bad, but it's not so bad. I've got the rust, most of the rust off that was stuck to it, and this edge is kind of messed up a little bit, but it actually is it's a good base. So we're going to go with this and then just augment it a little bit. So first thing I need to do is get some glue on it. We're going to put some glue on the bottom of the existing seat pad and on the seat pan. Okay, so we get that kind of put back where it's supposed to be. What I'm going to do then is we're going to put this, I've got some of this inch foam that I'm going to put over the top of that. And then we'll shave it down to where we need it. So let me kind of get to this point. I've had people ask me where I get my foam and what foam I get, and this is just I kind of keep it in two different thicknesses. It's inch, this is inch, and I've got some 2-inch, and when you've got one that has a pretty good pad, all you need to do is give it a little bit of help to kind of get it back to where it was, and an inch is enough usually, what I've found. And you want to make sure that it covers any damage. Otherwise, this type of damage here will show through on your seat. So you want to make sure that it covers all that. So, kind of the next process here is to get it glued down. And this is just a mess because, you know, the papers stick to one another and everything, but it's better than the alternative of having glue all over things you don't want glue on. So, let's get to that. And what we'll do here is we'll just put a little glue on the foam. And then we'll get a coat on the new foam too. And probably about 75% of this foam will come off. Mostly it'll stay on the top. Now it's kind of when I don't need this glue sticking on anything else. So I'm going to get rid of that and just try to get this pulled up and glued down without getting glue on top of it now. This is kind of giving me a problem now. Okay, now we'll try to trim this a little bit. And what I use is electric kitchen knife, and I find that if you spray water on the blade, it works much better. got all these safety things on it to keep you from cutting yourself, and that's about all I'm going to end up doing is cutting myself probably. Okay, that just kind of rough cuts everything. And you can see we're still stuck down for the most part. So we'll let that dry for a little while. Just kind of shape it, get rid of the blunt edges. To get your taper back. All I use is my little 2-inch grinder that you see me use all the time with a 36 grit disc on it. And very light pressure. Okay, I think we're kind of down to where we need to be. It's going to be tight. You're just going to have to get in there and really push on it and get it down. And what I find is it's easier to get your cover on if you'll put like a garbage bag over it. And that'll be left inside. Most of it will, but it sure helps getting the thing on. After it's on, then we'll cut whatever sticks out. But at this point, it's just going to really help. And I kind of get it down in front first. And I want to make sure I'm not getting any kind of glue on my seat cover when I turn it over. So I'm going to cut off what I can down here to so I can get to the fasteners. I'm going to get it fastened down here first. Just got to work at it, guys. If it was easy, everyone do it. All right, looking pretty good for an amateur, for sure. All right, there we go. Got to get the strap on and the seat hinges. And then on our strap, we just need to get in here and make a hole. I actually got a thing to cut that with. Let me do that. You don't want it pulled so tight that it makes an indention in this. So just kind of mark it, because when you pull down these fasteners, the nuts, it's going to tighten it up even more. So you want to give it a little room. Yeah, looking about right. Okay. All right, get our hinge on. Hinges. Hope I got these on right. Got them all nicely plated. Okay, so there's our seat. Not too shabby. For a mechanic anyway. All right, let's see what it looks like on the bike. Get my plastic hammer. There we go. Make sure I don't set it down on a bunch of wires here. I have to adjust the latch. Still got some wires to get out of the way here. Run them down along the tube, I suppose. So there we go. All right. Hoping that wrinkle in the top, it should time out. It's where they had it folded. I think it will. Set it out in the sun a little bit. Should work just fine. Okay, guys, got our seat on. Got it all built up. It's not too bad a job. It's kind of a messy job. It's got that crap all over me. But all in all, it's not too difficult. It's you got to start with a good pan though. So if your pan is substandard to start with, you're going to have problems throughout the whole process. So get your pan fixed, make a new one, whatever you got to do it, and you'll end up with a lot better product. Okay. Hey, thanks for going along on the ride. See you next video.